Hi Scorpios, how are you? I hope you guys are doing amazing. This is for all my Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We're now covering May 2nd to the 8th. And before we get started, I would like to thank BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained to listen and help you. Personally, tarot and astrology has been an amazing way to help me gain insight on the different emotions, situations, and any blockages I may go through. And although it can be super helpful while overcoming certain challenges, if these challenges are related to mental health, it may then be more appropriate to speak with a licensed therapist. Some of you may already know that I went through a very traumatic experience and my personal life hasn't been the easiest. And although I am on a social platform, as you see, I do struggle with a little bit of social anxiety with my introvert self. But I did have the pleasure of speaking with Jeffrey, who was very easy to talk to, and during our session gave me helpful tips and advice on how to manage my situation and help improve the relationships in my life currently and moving forward. And one thing that I noted that I got out of our conversation that I really liked was that you can lie with your words, but you cannot lie with your body language. And you can watch people's interactions and relationships with others as big or major indicators on what you could expect to experience with these people or that person.
What's great is that you can talk to your therapist in a private online environment at your convenience, and they have a large network of over 20,000 therapists ready to help you that may not be available in your area. The website is easy to use. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs and what you're looking for, and then get matched with a therapist within 48 hours. You can then schedule a secure video or phone session, plus exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. If for whatever reason you don't vibe with your therapist, you can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime.
So be sure to check them out and use my link below to get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Nicloves, and that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Nicloves. And thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. And this week, guys, on the 2nd, we have Venus moving into Aries. So I feel like what people, places, things that we're gonna love and be attracted to or want to experience is anything involving passion, excitement, adventure. But Venus doesn't like to be in Aries, so you just want to make sure you don't get too aggressive or too me, self-absorbed about it. But we're gonna want to be feeling more passion and excitement and just like the fire with everything that we're doing, okay? Or be drawn towards that. And then on the 3rd, we have Jupiter sextiling Pluto. So it's going to feel like we are receiving opportunities to really go through major, deep transformations within ourselves and in our life, our reality. So we have the opportunities at this time to go through like changes that are easier than other times. Like it may not be easy, but it's a little bit easier because we're getting these like little footstools to help us like, okay, go, you can do it now. So take these opportunities if there are things that you are trying to change in your life, because it's going to be helping you at this time and changing your experiences so that you can change your life in some way, shape, or form, or something within yourself personally. Okay. And then at the end of the week, we have Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all my beautiful mommies out there. Okay. All right. So we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. Okay. All right. So my beautiful Scorpios, when it comes to your health, speaking of beauty, it feels like you guys are beautifying yourself. Maybe you're getting a new outfit. Maybe you're getting your nails done, or you're doing your hair, getting a haircut, or you're getting makeup, or you're doing your makeup. Or you're doing something that involves beautifying yourself, or massage, or I don't know, outfit, going shopping, or you're decorating, something that makes you feel good about yourself or brings you some peace, whatever this means to you. And I feel like I'm all for it, okay? So it feels like you're taking care of yourself, or you're taking better care. Maybe you're preparing for something, or maybe you have no occasion, no special thing that's taking place. You're just like, you know what? I just feel like looking pretty today. I just feel like looking handsome today. So why not? So treat yourself, okay? Yeah, you could be doing something to help enhance your beauty or how you feel about yourself. And also some of you could be hanging out or around children a lot. So maybe you're going to be seeing a mother, or you're a mother, or you're going to be around little kids and children. Maybe you're doing some photo shoots or videos, and so you want to look extra pretty, dolled up. you could be spending time with a mother as well. And I do see fertility here. So maybe some of you are pregnant, or you just gave birth, or you're going to be giving birth, or you're very fertile. So this could be a great week to try if that's in the car, if that is something you're planning for, or if you're not, just be a little bit extra careful with that. But there is a lot of fertility here and things that are growing within you, and there could be like a different part of you that's coming out, and maybe you're practicing a lot more self-love and learning to accept yourself and love yourself a lot more, which I'm all for. All right. So, and some of you could be dealing with, or maybe you are getting help, or a doctor, nutritionist, or someone who helps you with your health who is a Taurus, Pisces, or Libra. All right. And I'm saying makeup. So maybe some of you are into makeup, or you are makeup artist, or you're just playing around with it. I'm seeing something just like with makeup. Okay. And then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, feels like you are making some boss moves, or you're really getting stronger, or like enhancing your skills, or maybe you've been working on something and doing something, and now it's like you're getting really good at it. Like you're becoming like very skilled, like an expert at this. And maybe this has been something you've been studying, or you've been working on for over like 8 months or over 8 years possibly, but it feels like you're really showing up, and people are going to be noticing you, or could be acknowledging like, oh wow, Scorpio, you're doing so good, or like, man, like you've been working so hard. I love your work ethic, or I love the product, service, whatever it is that you have to offer. Or you're just really stepping up. You're stepping up this week. And it feels like you're receiving the attention for it, or maybe someone or something could be acknowledging your hard efforts. You could be working with or going to school with a Leo, or that Leo energy is kind of assisting you, telling you or encouraging you to put your heart into what you're doing. And you're going to get recognized, or you will get the recognition eventually if it's not right now. Sometimes it takes all that hard work behind the scenes before you can finally announce or publish or showcase it to the world. And it's always like, after you see a finished project or a product, people don't know how much hard work, blood work, sweat and tears had to go into it behind the scenes. But I feel like now you're like almost at the end, or you're just getting better at what you're doing, your skills, your talent, your abilities, your everything that you have going for you. It just feels like your momentum is picking up and it's getting stronger. Maybe you're going to be feeling more motivated, more passionate, more, have more energy as well. Okay, but it feels like you're getting stronger, and maybe you're like your money making abilities is getting sharper. Your ability to, multiply everything. Maybe you're making more money. I can see yourself making more money, or you're knowing how to like 10x everything and just work at a better pace, and continue this like motivation and drive that you have maybe within yourself. So keep doing what you're doing, because it feels like the more time you put into it, the better you're going to get at it, and then just the easier it becomes, and then you're just going to be like so good that then you can focus your attention on something else and enhance another skill, another talent, another gift. All right, so good thing for you. When it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side, we have the Two of Swords, Three of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Okay, and then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all of the above. We have the Seven of Crystals, the Moon, and the Four of Swords. Okay, so as far as who you could be dealing with, well, it definitely could be a Pisces, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But of course, it doesn't have to be, like I always say to you guys, it could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out at this time. But what I feel here is that it's like you're at battle within yourself between like what your mind wants or thinks is best for you versus what your heart wants or thinks is best for you. And it feels like maybe you could be either dealing with one person or a few persons or a few people, or you're with someone or you're not with someone. But either way, whether this is like one person or you're recently what's been happening, it's like the people that you end up investing yourself into, or like maybe you're dealing with right now, it just feels like they make you wait, or they have like all these other things that just get in between the connection, get in between the relationship and you guys being really close, or like it's only good for a little bit. And then it's like all this other stuff that you just wish they could get their like life together or life in order. Cause like, it's like this person or this energy, the person that you are most connected with, the one that you actually love and that you really want, or that has happened in the past, has the heart, like, you know, they have a good heart, they mean well, and that's what you love about them, but everything else is like, their life is a mess, they're irresponsible, or they, you know, are involved in certain things, or their family and friends, or just like they just can't get their act together. And you're just like, oh, like, you'd be so perfect because we connect and I love, your heart is pure, but like all these other things are just making it so difficult for us to come together. And like, I just wish you could like be serious, or I just wish you could like work all these things. Whereas like then there's other people, or other people you've dealt with before, that maybe they have all these things, right? They're responsible, good family, good upbringing, they have a lot to offer, they're, you know, polite and all these things, but maybe you're not connected to them. You have no feelings for them. There's no like heart connection, or like no romance, no spark, no passion. And you're just like, like, I just can't, like, maybe it's hard. It's been really hard for you, where you feel like at times like, man, am I going to have to just settle? Am I just gonna have to settle with someone that just like, you know, they fit the part, they're great, but I don't love them, or I don't feel connected to them? Or do I go with my heart, but, you know, I'm connected with this person, but everything else about them is maybe a mess, or maybe a hot mess. Like, what do I do? It's like, it feels like you're torn between the two. And you know, this song by LaToya Luckett, do you guys remember that song, Torn, by LaToya Luckett? Torn in between the two, 'cause I really wanna be with you, and they've been telling me I should leave you alone, leave you alone, leave you alone. Do you remember that song? Oh my gosh, I love being a 90s baby. Like, they just don't make songs like that anymore. Listen to it, or I'll try to remember and link it below, but just, you can search Torn, LaToya Luckett, something like that. It should pop up. It's an old video, so probably like 10, 15 years ago, I don't know. But I feel like that song could resonate with you, or maybe it'll make fit your scenario a little bit. But that song keeps coming up, but I just keep hearing torn, torn. So it's like you're torn between the two. It's like maybe you chose this person out of someone else who maybe was like ideally a better fit for you, but there is no emotional connection there. But this person, there is an emotional connection, but everything else is like questionable. So it feels like now you're starting to feel like, did I make the wrong choice? Did I choose wrong? Should I have listened to my mind? Should I just been more logical? Should I listen to my friends, my family? Or did I make a mistake? And now you're like feeling like, well, do I just like make this work, or can I go back, or what do I do? And it just feels like this person, and they are very kind, you know, they are sweet and they mean well, and they're really emotional. And sometimes when they do open up to you and you have that heart-to-heart emotional connection, it's hard to resist because you just feel connected to them. But sometimes they're just like, everything else, you kind of feel like you have to baby them, or you feel like they're immature, or maybe you feel like you are the one that's like the more responsible one. And it's like, man, it's like sometimes I feel like I have a child to take care of instead of like a partner who's like supposed to be like, we're supposed to be helping each other. And so that could be what's kind of taking place maybe, or something that you've struggled with for some time, like picking someone who's actually good for you, but maybe there's not that strong emotional connection, or the person that there is a strong emotional connection, but everything else maybe is not what you ideally would have wanted for your future or envisioned, which I understand could be really, really hard to choose, because a lot of times a lot of people don't have both. It's hard to find someone who embodies everything that you want. So it's almost like you gotta like choose your battles, like pick your battles, which can be easier said than done. It's really, really hard. Anything involving your heart and emotions, like, it's hard. Like, there's like no easy decision, easy way to decide. But either way, it's like sometimes you want to stay, sometimes you want to go, or you question whether you're doing the right things, or I don't know, I guess maybe lying to yourself or living a lie. It's like, I don't want to live a lie, but I also don't want to live a bad life. And I don't know, it's just like, super confusing. But, and 4, I see, is repeated twice. So I feel like you've been in your head a lot about this, or it's been something that's in your mind. And maybe also family has been influencing you, or just the thought of family. You're like, man, I'm gonna have a family with this person, or I need someone that's good for my kids, or I want to have a family and I just want someone who's going to be a good parent or good fit. Like, maybe your idea of what you envision for your future, your family, or, you know, the family you already have is what influences a lot of your decisions possibly. I feel like this person is it almost feels like you're the one that tries more, like you're the one that you feel like you're putting more effort into making it work than they are, and they're just complacent or maybe taking it for granted or not really putting as much effort as you would want them to. But I think you, for the sake of keeping the family unit or staying on the path and just having this idea of a family or what you want, is keeping you there. But we'll see if it can maintain, if you can maintain that fire for a long time. Because I feel like this person's like not communicating as well. They just kind of react emotionally. And it's like they're just kind of being quiet a little bit. I feel like this can be kind of like a quiet week for you. Not like you're not talking, but it's just quiet where you're not really like saying too much. They're not really saying too much. And you're both just kind of like thinking a lot in your head. So let's dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and also your advice. One thing I also want to note, that I kind of feel like you guys may have to go to some kind of event or celebration or family reunion or birthday party or some kind of like family thing or celebration. But it's like you guys are there together, but it's like you're not really present. You're kind of just like running through the motions or pretending to be happy, but maybe you're both not actually super, super happy, which probably is, I'm sure it kind of sucks when you're like having to like, yeah, we're good, we're fine. And like maybe you don't feel that way. Okay, so let's dive in deeper and extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. All right, take care. Bye.